Hello there. How well do you remember the 10 Commandments? Maybe you learned them at Sunday school, poring over chapter 20 of Exodus to do so. Can you remember them well? Do you remember what they say? Don't worry, I'm not going to give you a test this morning. Nowadays, they seem to be more like the 10 suggestions anyway, rather than 10 commandments. Remember starting with remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Well, we used to do that. I remember the swings in the very swing park being chained up because it was the Sabbath. It's just like any other day now. What about honour your father and your mother? Now there's one that many a teenager lets go by the wayside. I would love to have had a conversation with my two when they were teenagers that didn't end with just go to your room. What about do not kill? Does that apply to spiders, do you think? And what about do not lie? I remember one occasion when I broke that one terribly. My sister and brother-in-law were here on holiday and they were bikers, so they came on their motorbike with all the full leather gear and all the rest of it. And on the day they were leaving, I went away up to school where I was working early, and they came up afterwards to say goodbye before they hit the road. All dressed in the leathers, all with the crash helmets on and the bike driving up to the main gate of the school. And they parked in front of the English department and were shown up to my office so that we could say goodbye. At the morning interval, some of the boys who had had their faces pressed to the windows when they got off their bike and went away again came up to me in the foyer and said, "Sir, who were those bikers that were in the school this morning?" And this is where I told the whopper. I said, well, you see, when I was younger, I used to be in the Hells Angels, and those were some members of my old chapter who had come to see me. Well, by lunchtime, the story was all round the school. Even members of staff were stopping me and saying, "Is that true? You used to be in the Hells Angels?" I just smiled and carried on without making them any the wiser. But I did break the commandment that says you should not tell lies. Was that a bad thing? My point is this. It's easy to be flippant about the 10 Commandments nowadays. But we really should remember that the commandments are there to keep us right with each other, to live rich, peaceful, and happy lives, and to keep us right with God. Remember always to put God first, and remember to obey his commandments. May he bless you today and always. Just let me remind you that we now only have the video message on a Sunday. I hope you'll join us again next Sunday when we'll be having a service from the Moderator of the General Assembly, the Right Reverend Dr. Martin Fair. And he'll be with you for the next 2 weeks while I have a short holiday. I'll see you when I get back.